starving, almost feral, hiding in this ruined villa, and a German Wehrmacht officer, Hosenfeld, finds him.
You think, okay, this is it,
But Hosenfeld asks him what he does. He says he's a pianist. So Hosenfeld points to this dusty, battered piano.
and tells him to play.
And Spillman plays Chopin, the Bala in G minor. It's everything, isn't it? Music as survival, as connection, as a plea.
It's profound. Art cutting through the absolute barbarity. Hosenfeld is clearly moved. It shows, that individual morality can still exist even within that monstrous system.
And Hosenfeld helps him.
Gives him food, a coat, keeps his hiding place secret, lets him survive until the Germans retreat and the Soviets arrive in early 45.
Spillman nearly dies anyway, right before liberation.
Almost starves, but he pulls through. He eventually goes back to Polish radio, performs Chopin again, the Grand Polonaise Brillante, this time to a full concert hall.
A triumphant return, but with that bittersweet note about Hosenfeld.
Yeah. Despite Sprellman trying to find him and help him later, Hosenfeld died in a Soviet POW camp.
It's such a harrowing film, but so deeply human. You see why it won the Palme d'Or, Best Director, Best Actor. It really stays with you.
Absolutely. It's more than just a survival story. It digs into the psychological cost, endurance, dignity, that quiet resilience.
Spillman's survival wasn't about fighting with guns. It was this cautious, almost passive endurance that feels like its own kind of heroism. And music. Music was the thread holding his humanity together.
And that Hosenfeld encounter, it's key. It complicates things, doesn't it? It asks about individual actions versus the big destructive machine of war. No easy answers there.
Definitely not. It just highlights these rare, fragile moments of connection.
Yeah, where humanity, maybe sparked by music, briefly breaks through.
So thinking about Spillman's whole journey, from this celebrated artist to basically a ghost, and then that moment with Hosenfeld, it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? For you listening. In times of just overwhelming darkness, how much do those small individual acts of connection, like sharing a piece of music, actually matter? Do they just save a life, or do they save something bigger, like our shared sense of humanity? What small acts do you think carry the most weight when everything else seems lost?